How's it going, YouTube? This is Manny from Manny Fresh Bets, bringing you my NBA first basket picks for today, Tuesday, March 28th. If this is the first time watching one of my videos, or if you haven't done so already, I will greatly appreciate it if you guys would like, subscribe, and comment. Also, share the video. Anybody that, might learn something from my videos, anybody that likes betting, even if it's like once a year, once a month, definitely share the video. Greatly appreciate, all the new followers on Twitter. So make sure you're following me on Twitter at Manny Fresh Bets. All the new subscribers on YouTube. I'm almost to 1,000. Greatly appreciate you guys helping me out and trying to get to those 1,000 subscribers. I didn't have any time to post any videos on Monday, but I did post them on my Twitter page at Manny Fresh Bets. It was not a good day on Monday. We only hit Vujicic from the Bulls. But if you were following me on Twitter on Sunday, and if you guys see me looking to the side, this is where I got my setup with my computer and my notes. Sunday was a really good day. So Sunday we went 4 for 7 on first basket picks. We got Jared Jackson Jr. From the Grizzlies. We got Allen from the Cavs. We got Collins from the Spurs, and then we got Sharp from the Portland Trailblazers. So we got 4 out of 7 in that day. So we did really good on that day. I also gave out 2 live bets. I gave you Curry over 5.5 assists. That pretty much hit before halftime. So, I think he had like 3 or 4 by the first quarter. I gave that out, and pretty much by middle of the second quarter that hit. Then I gave you Conley under 19.5 points. I think he had like 12 or 13 points in the first quarter alone. I looked at the line and I was like, you know what? Conley's scoring, but I don't think this is going to last. I gave you that live. That hit, I think he ended up with like 16 or 17 points. So we were sweating that one out, but that one hit. We also hit a same game parlay that I gave out for the Wolves and the Warriors game on Sunday. It was at plus 175 odds on FanDuel. We also came really close to hitting a nice same game parlay. The only thing that didn't hit, we missed it by one leg. Vancaro, we had him at 15 points. He ended up having like 12 points, so we missed it by like, 3 to 4 points. If not, we would have hit a bomb there. So again, like I said, Monday was not a good day. I take the losses and I let you guys know honestly when I do bad. But on Sunday we did really good, and I let you guys know that we were doing really good. So again, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Manny Fresh Bets, because sometimes I don't have the time to post the videos, but I always post at least a couple of picks on Twitter. Today we got 6 games. I'm only gonna do 5 because the Hornets and the Thunder game is very iffy to me. SGA might not play; he's doubtful. Then Mark Williams, the center for the Hornets, might not play either. So it kind of throws a wrench into my analysis and into my thinking. So I'm taking that one off. But for the other 5 games, we have, and I'm gonna make this video a little quicker, just because I know it's been going longer, and I don't want to be on, waste your time pretty much with a 25 minute video. So the first game, we got the Celtics and the Wizards. Right now, Kuzma and Beal are still out. They've been out for a couple of games. Tatum, he is questionable. It looks like he's gonna play. I'm expecting him to play. If he doesn't play, obviously it's gonna be a big difference in my picks here, because Tatum is such a great scorer. In terms of these two teams, so we got Porzingis and Horford tipping off. They're 1-1 against each other, so each one has won a tip and lost one. But the Celtics are 2-0 when it comes to actually making the first basket. So Tatum made the first basket the first game. Horford made the first basket The second game, both were 3-pointers by those players. So if you're betting, I don't recommend it too much, but if you're betting on first basket method, which is another way that you can bet it, those are very hard to hit. First baskets are hard to hit as it is. Hitting a method is even harder. But if you want to, get a little risky, maybe, do a low risk, high reward type of thing. The 3-pointers has been hitting in these two teams when they've played. So Tatum hit a 3, Horford hit a 3. If you want to take one of those guys to hit a 3, be my guest. But do it straight up. Don't parlay it, because it's gonna be very tough for you to hit first basket methods parlayed. And if you do parlay it, always round robin, like I always tell you guys, even with the regular first baskets. So for this first game, for my go-to, so I give you guys about 3 to 4 different parlays. The go-to guys parlay is kind of the guys that made me money in the past, guys that I trust a little more. For this first game, I'm going to go with Brown just because I don't know if Tatum is actually playing. And Brown has been hot in terms of first basket and scoring. Obviously, when Tatum was out, he was scoring a bunch. I think he got like 41 points in one of those games. So I'm going to go with Brown there for this first go-to guys parlay in that first game. For the second game, we got the Raptors and the Heat. Right now, Lowry is doubtful. Doesn't really matter to me, actually, even though he's hit the first basket in the first game they've played. But I think he's kind of a player that's looking more to facilitate. So these two teams have played three times already. We got Barnes winning the tip the first game, and Siakam making the first basket as a jumper. Then the second game we got Koloko, so Barnes didn't play against Bam. Bam won the tip. Then we had Siakam making another jumper. Then the third game we got Jovic. Looks like Bam didn't play that game. Then it was against Barnes. Barnes won the tip, and then Lowry made a jumper. So we got Lowry making 2 jumpers, actually, for the first and the last game. Then we got Siakam hitting a jumper in the second and the third game. So actually I misspoke, sorry. Lowry hit the first basket first game, Siakam the second game, and then Lowry the third game. And a lot of people were out in that game in the third one. No Bam, no Trent Jr., no Hero. So, just take it. That one might be a throwaway game. So for this go-to guys parlay in this game, I'm going to go with Siakam, somebody that's already hit the first basket when these two teams played. He is the go-to guy here. It's been kind of more, I would say, they're sharing the ball a little more. Siakam is not scoring as much as he used to, just because we got Van Vliet. We got OG that's playing again. He's doing well. We got Jacob Poeltl, who scores. He's not going to score, 30 points, 25 points, but he's going to get his 12, 15 points. Sometimes he might surprise and get 18, 20. So I'm going with Siakam in that game for the go-to guys parlay. Finally, we got the Cavs and the Hawks. 2 games. These guys played 2 games already. Allen and Okoro are both doubtful. Allen is one guy that, kind of threw a wrench in the last video that I made because he looked like he wasn't going to play. He ended up playing, and he made the first basket. So it kind of messed up our plans there, but we did hit with him on Sunday. Again, these two teams have played twice already. The first game, no Hunter, no Okoro. It was Capella against Allen. Allen wins the tip. Then Collins makes a jumper. So that was the Hawks. Second game, there was no Collins. Capella versus Allen. Allen won the tip again. And then Allen made a dunk. So we got Allen is 2-0 against Capella. And the Cavs are 2-0 making the first basket. So for this game, I'm going to go with Mobley. I mean, when Allen came back, it's definitely a wrench in terms of, Mobley getting that first basket. But I'm still going to trust him here. I think he still gets he gets a good amount of plays his way. A lot of pick and roll. You know, Garland looks for him pretty often. So I'm going to go with Mobley there. And I'm going to keep this parlay very short in the go-to guys parlay. I'm only going to do 3 guys. We got Brown, Siakam, and Mobley. So Brown for the Celtics, Siakam for the Raptors, and then we got Mobley for the Cavs. In the second parlay, I'm gonna take Porzingis in that Celtics versus Wizards game. I mean, I always tell you guys Porzingis is someone that I kind of almost take blindly just because he hits the first basket so often. And then there's no Kuzma, no Beal, you know, so that even adds more to, you know, the fact that he might get the first basket. In terms of the Cavs and the Hawks, the Heat and the Raptors for the second parlay, I'm going to go with Bam. Bam is someone that he's kind of came off my go-to guys list recently. He's been hit or miss in terms of, you know, scoring, rebounds, even first baskets. But I'm going to go and take a shot with Bam here in that Heat Raptors game. Then next for the Cavs and the Hawks, I'm going to go with Allen. You know, I went with him on Sunday. He got that first basket. He looks like he's pretty, you know, if he plays, again, I do these very early, so, you know, make sure you look at, you know, the lineups and everybody that's playing, everybody that's not playing. But I'm going to take a shot with Allen here. Then for the last pick in this parlay, we got the we got the Magic and the Grizzlies. You know, East versus West. They've only played one game back in January. Adams played. Bane didn't play. We had Adam versus Carter. Carter won the tip. Then we have a couple of guys missing shots, a couple of turnovers, and then Ja finally making the layup. It looks like Ja is doubtful in this game. I think he might give it a go. That's just my guess. Again, check the lineups. But I'm going to go with somebody that we cashed with on Sunday, and that's Triple J, Jared Jackson Jr. So this second parlay, we got Porzingis for, we got Porzingis for the Wizards. We got Bam for the Heat. We got Allen for the Cavs, and then we got Jared Jackson Jr. for the Grizzlies. In terms of the third parlay, I went a little bit, I mixed it up a little bit here. I went with Tatum for the Celtics. I went with Van Vliet for the Raptors. Then I went with Young for the Hawks, so Trey Young. Then I went with Carter Jr. for the Magic. And then finally for the Pelicans and the Warriors game, I went with Valanciunas. So that's a 5-leg parlay. If you're wondering, Pelicans versus Warriors, 3 games already. Poole and Green are both doubtful, so they might not play. In those 3 games, 2 of those games, Curry, no Green, no Clay. So those first 2 games are pretty much throwaway games. The third game was earlier this month, so first week of this month. But unfortunately, there was no Valanciunas and no Curry in that game. It was Hernan Gomez versus Looney. Hernan Gomez won the tip, and B.I. made the first basket, Brandon Ingram. So, you know, these 3 games are pretty much a little bit throwaway games because, you know, a lot of people are out that usually play. And again, Poole and Green are both doubtful. Surprisingly, Green has hit a first basket quite often, a few times. He's hit the first basket a few times lately, and his odds are incredibly, like, plus 1,000, plus 11,000. So if you want to take a shot with Green and he plays, be my guest. He's looking to score a little more for some reason. I don't know why, but that's kind of a thing that's going on now. So again, this third parlay, we got Tatum for the Celtics, Van Vliet for the Raptors, Trey Young for the Hawks, Carter Jr. for the Magics, and then Valanciunas for the Pelicans. Valanciunas has been hot on first baskets too. Then this is what I like to call kind of my long shot parlay. I'm going to go with Corey Kispert for the Wizards. He's been picking it up with Beal and Kuzma out. I expect that to continue. I think he's going to score pretty good amount of points. Also with Avidia, I forget his name. But Avidia plays for the Wizards as well. He's been scoring. I hit a couple of first a couple of straight up picks with him just on his points. He's been hitting it pretty much every game he's playing, so he's been aggressive. So I'm going with Corey Crisper there for the Wizards. Then I went with OG for the Raptors. He's been picking up his scoring lately. I think he hit a first basket Sunday. Was one of this was one of the only picks that I got wrong. So again, we went 4 out of 7. OG was, I think he hit that first basket on Sunday. So I'm gonna go with him there. Then I'm gonna go with DeJounte Murray for the Hawks. I'm gonna go with Vancaro for the Orlando Magic, and then I'm gonna go with with old reliable Brandon Ingram for the Pels. So that long shot parlay, we got Crisper for the Wizards, OG for the Raptors, Murray for the Hawks, Vancaro for the Orlando Magic, and then we got Brandon Ingram for the Pelicans. Then that's that bullshit parlay, a parlay that I came up with after the All-Star break just because of all the crazy things happening. Same thing happened last night. A lot of guys that usually don't make first baskets made first baskets. We had a bad night last night. It was that bullshit parlay. I should have put in a bullshit parlay for last night. The only guy that usually gets a first basket that actually hit was Vujicic. So for this one, I'm gonna go with Avidia for the Wizards. We actually cashed one with him when Beal was out, and I gave that out, and his odds were pretty high. So let's see, maybe we get lucky with him again. Then for the Heat, I got Jimmy Butler. For the Hawks, I got Collins again. He's looks like he's gonna play. He's gonna play, yes. Allen and Okoro are doubtful. So we got Collins for the Hawks. We got Harris for Orlando. I noticed he's been taking a lot of shots lately, especially early in the game. So, that's that bullshit parlay. Let's take Harris there for Orlando. Then I got Trey Murphy for the Pels. So, and you notice that I didn't put many Warriors. I don't think I even have one Warriors guy on this parlay. I just feel like Valanciunas is going to win that tip, and he's going to, and the Pelicans are going to get that first basket. But if you want to swap out one of these guys for somebody from the Warriors, be my guest. I just put in three out of the 5 parlays that I gave you. They're Pelicans. So, again, that's that bullshit parlay. We got Avidia for the Wizards, Butler for the Heat, Collins for the Hawks, Harris for the Orlando Magic, and then we got Trey Murphy for the Pelicans. In terms of my straight-up picks, I'm going to go with Porzingis and Tatum. If you want to swap out Tatum for Brown, just because, Tatum looks like he's going to go, but just in case, swap out Tatum for Brown. So straight-up picks, Porzingis and Tatum. For the next game, I got Barnes and Bam. So for that Heat and Raptors game. For the Hawks against the Cavs, I'm going to go with Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell, and Trae Young. Then for the next game, Orlando and the Grizzlies, I got Desmond Bane and Vancaro. Desmond Bane is a straight-up pick, but I think that's only if Ja plays. For some reason, Bane plays really, really well when Ja plays. When Ja doesn't play, it was bad. Like, it seems like it should be the opposite, where, he should be scoring more because Ja's not there, but it was even worse. So Bane is a straight-up pick if Ja plays. If Ja doesn't play, I'm probably going to go with Triple J. I'm probably going to swap him out for Triple J, or I'm going to swap him out for, let me see, probably for Carter Jr., and then I got Vancaro as my other pick. Then, no surprise for the Pelicans Warriors, I'm taking Ingram and Valanciunas, 2 guys that I trust very much, and they've been cashing for us. So, again, straight-up picks, Porzingis, Tatum, Barnes and Bam, Mitchell and Young, Bane and Vancaro, Ingram and Val. Again, guys, really appreciate it. We did very well on Sunday on these picks on Twitter. Unfortunately, yesterday was a bad day. I'm going to probably post a same game parlay for player props, for against the spread, for straight up picks for the NBA. Probably going to throw a few NHL picks in there. If not, I'll definitely post it on Twitter. So make sure you follow me at Manny Fresh Bets. Thanks a lot, everyone. Let's cash these. Hopefully we have some more money in our pocket come Wednesday. Thanks a lot, everyone. God bless, and we will talk soon.